how significant is India's landmark privacy judgment? In many ways, Thursday's Supreme Court ruling that Indians have a fundamental right to privacy is one of country's most significant judgments in the last 2 decades. By ruling that the right to privacy is an intrinsic part of Article 21 that protects life and liberty, the verdict overturned 2 previous rulings by the top court which said privacy was not a fundamental right. Many believe the ruling has immediate implications for the government's vast biometric ID scheme, covering access to benefits, bank accounts and payment of taxes. Also, the verdict espouses a set of beliefs and lays down the groundwork for scrapping a controversial 2013 ruling by the top court that upheld a law criminalizing gay sex. Last year, the court agreed to revisit the judgment. It provides a boost to petitioners for LGBT rights. It says you cannot compel people to incriminate themselves when accused of an offense, something common in India. The sheer sweep means the judgment will become a reference point in a lot of areas of law, leading lawyer Rebecca Jha told me. I think it will have far-reaching implications on Indian life. At a time when many Indians worry that some of their essential private freedoms are under threat, the right to eat what you want, and the way you want to dress, for example, the judges offer some stirring passages in what is a largely cogent and well-researched 547-page verdict. The judgment is, in parts, a rousing philosophical articulation of the right to privacy and the importance of an independent, dignified life for the individual. The verdict is remarkable because, as scholar Pradip Banumeda told me, it asks us to look at a system of rights as an interconnected whole rather than dealing with them in isolation. What appears to be less clear are the implications the judgment will have on the use of state power in collecting personal information. For one, it recognizes that there are compelling state interests in collecting such information. It talks about a careful and sensitive balance between individual interests and legitimate concerns of the state like national security, prevention and investigation of crime and ensuring social welfare benefits reach those they are intended for, a point seized upon by the ruling BJP government in its response to the judgment. The verdict supports a careful balancing of the requirements of privacy coupled with other values which the protection of data subserves together with the legitimate concerns of the state. These caveats raise a number of questions. How will the biometric ID card-based litigations be adjudicated in the light of Thursday's verdict? A smaller bench will now look into the validity of the address scheme, the largest biometric identity scheme in the world. Will the state agencies be given carte blanche to make this data mandatory to access benefits? What about the information that has already been collected and shared across databases? How do you balance competing public and private interests when the government links the ID to tax returns to supposedly prevent fraud and evasion and private mobile networks using the ID to sign up consumers? Also, what about media intrusion into public lives? What India still needs is a detailed and transparent information architecture detailing which agency or vendor shares what information with whom, and a proper privacy architecture and how you can protect yourself if the state messes with your identity, says Dr. Mehta, former president of India's Centre for Policy Research think tank and now vice-chancellor of Ashoka University. And, to be fair, that's not something that the court can adjudicate upon. Many believe Thursday's judgment is a wake-up call for the government. They want it to stop treating privacy with a cavalier casualness and realize it is a matter of crucial importance. India's top court has finally given a legal basis for all privacy-related challenges.